What you think, you become. Think about being successful. And you will be written by James Tracy, published by Simple Audiobooks. Introduction. The book What You Think, You Become opens with a deep exploration of the relationship between the human mind and the reality it shapes, presenting the mind as an unparalleled tool capable of molding our experiences, behaviors, and achievements. It begins with the premise that our lives are a direct reflection of the thoughts we hold most frequently. These thoughts, both conscious and subconscious, act as filters through which we view the world, influencing how we interpret events, respond to challenges, and pursue opportunities. By placing emphasis on the deliberate cultivation of positive and success-oriented thinking, the book asserts that individuals have the innate ability to alter their circumstances, overcome adversities, and chart a path toward personal and professional growth. It dismantles the misconception that success is purely the result of external forces, such as luck or privilege, and instead positions success as a mental construct that begins with intentional, focused thought. The introduction dives into the concept of limiting beliefs, those internalized narratives that often dictate what we perceive as possible or impossible. These beliefs are likened to invisible barriers created by past experiences, societal expectations, or self-doubt, which silently shape our decisions and restrict our potential. The book illustrates how these mental constraints are not permanent fixtures, but malleable perceptions that can be challenged and transformed. By rethinking and reframing these limiting beliefs, individuals can open themselves to possibilities they previously thought unattainable. The power of this mental shift lies in its ability to dismantle fear, self-imposed restrictions, and negative cycles of thought, replacing them with confidence, optimism, and clarity of purpose. At the heart of the introduction is the idea of intentional thinking as the engine of transformation. It discusses how thoughts act as seeds, planted in the fertile soil of the mind, which grow into actions, habits, and ultimately, outcomes. By nurturing positive thoughts and visualizing desired results, individuals can align their energy and focus toward achieving their goals. Visualization, a key concept in the book, is described as more than just daydreaming. It is the practice of vividly imagining success and using that imagery to guide actions and decisions. The book argues that when people consistently focus on their ambitions and align their behaviors with their aspirations, they create a feedback loop of motivation and progress, propelling them toward success. The introduction also emphasizes the interconnectedness of thoughts and emotions, showing how positive thinking leads to emotional well-being, and emotional well-being, in turn, reinforces positive actions. It explores the science behind this connection, referencing psychological and neurological studies that demonstrate how the brain rewires itself in response to repetitive thoughts and behaviors. This process, known as neuroplasticity, allows individuals to reshape their mental patterns and develop a mindset that supports resilience, creativity, and problem-solving. By fostering this growth-oriented mindset, the book provides readers with a foundation for navigating life's challenges while remaining focused on their ultimate objectives. Moreover, the book highlights the collective impact of thoughts not only on the individual, but also on their relationships and environment. It explains how positivity is contagious, creating a ripple effect that inspires those around us. The introduction encourages readers to surround themselves with like-minded individuals who reinforce a culture of growth and success. It warns against the dangers of negativity, both internal and external, urging readers to be vigilant about their mental environment. The book advocates for mindfulness and gratitude as essential practices for maintaining mental clarity and focus, helping individuals to stay rooted in the present while striving for future success. By weaving in real-life examples of individuals who transformed their lives through the power of thought, the introduction adds a relatable and practical dimension to its message. These stories illustrate that the journey to success is not linear, but requires persistence, adaptability, and a willingness to learn from failures. The book portrays setbacks not as roadblocks, but as opportunities to reassess, regroup, and realign with one's goals, reinforcing the idea that the mind's attitude determines how challenges are approached and overcome. Ultimately, the introduction sets an inspiring and empowering tone, encouraging readers to recognize their role as creators of their reality. It frames success not merely as an end goal, but as a dynamic and ongoing process of personal evolution. The introduction invites readers to embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation, emphasizing that the first step lies in understanding the profound truth that what we think about most often defines who we are and what we can achieve. It serves as a call to action to harness the mind's limitless potential, cultivate thoughts that align with one's highest aspirations, and build a life that reflects the power of intentional thinking. This foundation sets the stage for the practical strategies and insights that follow in the rest of the book, making the introduction a pivotal gateway into its transformative teachings. Chapter 1: The Power of Thought. Chapter 1 explores the profound and transformative power of thought, demonstrating how it serves as the foundation for every aspect of life. It explains that thoughts are not just fleeting ideas, but dynamic forces with the capacity to influence emotions, behaviors, and ultimately, the reality we experience. The chapter asserts that our lives are shaped by the continuous interplay of our dominant thought patterns, which act as filters for how we perceive the world and make decisions. These patterns, whether positive or negative, define the trajectory of our actions and the outcomes we achieve. Thoughts are likened to seeds planted in the mind, with the potential to grow into actions, habits, and life circumstances, depending on how they are nurtured. By thinking consistently about success, positivity, and growth, individuals can create a mindset that aligns their energy and focus with their goals, attracting opportunities and inspiring action. Conversely, dwelling on negative or self-limiting thoughts fosters fear, doubt, and hesitation, ultimately restricting progress and success. The chapter goes further to explain the scientific basis of this concept, referencing how the brain's neural pathways are shaped by repetitive thinking. It introduces the idea of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new connections in response to thoughts and experiences. This means that the thoughts we think most often become ingrained habits that influence our automatic responses to situations. By repeatedly focusing on empowering and optimistic ideas, individuals can effectively rewire their brains to develop a success-oriented mindset. The chapter emphasizes the importance of being mindful of one's inner dialogue, explaining that every thought carries energy that impacts not only the thinker, but also their environment and interactions with others. The chapter also provides real-world examples of how the power of thought has transformed lives, highlighting individuals who overcame significant challenges by shifting their thinking. These examples illustrate that success is not purely a result of external factors, but is deeply rooted in the internal mindset that drives persistence, innovation, and resilience. It explains that even in the face of adversity, maintaining positive thoughts can lead to creative solutions and unexpected opportunities, while negative thinking can magnify problems and hinder progress. Moreover, the chapter explains the concept of thought as a magnet, attracting similar energy from the world. This metaphor is used to illustrate how focusing on positive outcomes creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, as positive thoughts inspire actions that naturally lead to success. It warns against the dangers of indulging in negative thinking, which can create a cycle of fear, failure, and frustration. By consciously choosing to replace these thoughts with positive affirmations and visualizations, individuals can break free from limiting cycles and open themselves to new possibilities. The chapter urges readers to take control of their mental environment by becoming aware of what they think about most often. It describes the practice of deliberate thinking, encouraging individuals to choose thoughts that align with their aspirations and values. This requires consistent effort and awareness, as it involves identifying and replacing self-doubt, fear, and negativity with confidence, optimism, and determination. The chapter explains that this process is not about ignoring challenges or pretending problems don't exist, but about approaching them with a mindset that seeks solutions and growth. Through vivid storytelling and practical advice, the chapter emphasizes the critical role of thought in creating a meaningful and successful life. It underscores the idea that every achievement, no matter how great or small, begins with a single thought. These initial thoughts set the stage for the actions and decisions that follow, forming the foundation for long-term success. The chapter inspires readers to see their minds as powerful tools for transformation, capable of shaping their reality through conscious effort and intentional thinking. By mastering the power of thought, individuals are empowered to take control of their destiny, transforming dreams into reality and challenges into stepping stones for growth. This foundational principle becomes the cornerstone of the book's overall message, illustrating that the journey to success begins with the decision to think in alignment with one's goals and aspirations. Chapter 2: Mindset, Fix versus Growth. Chapter 2 delves deeply into the fundamental differences between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset, highlighting how these opposing mental frameworks shape our behaviors, decisions, and potential for success. It begins by explaining that a fixed mindset is characterized by the belief that intelligence, talents, and abilities are innate and unchangeable. People with this mindset often see their skills as limited and predetermined, which creates an aversion to challenges and a fear of failure. They interpret failure as a reflection of their inherent limitations, rather than as an opportunity to learn and grow. This perspective fosters a reluctance to take risks, explore new opportunities, or engage in activities that might reveal weaknesses, ultimately confining them to a narrow comfort zone and stifling progress. The fixed mindset prioritizes appearing competent over actual growth, leading individuals to focus on proving themselves rather than improving themselves. In stark contrast, a growth mindset is rooted in the belief that intelligence, talents, and abilities are malleable and can be cultivated through effort, perseverance, and continuous learning. This perspective enables individuals to see challenges not as threats, but as valuable opportunities to stretch their abilities and build new skills. Failures are reinterpreted as feedback, offering lessons that guide future improvements. The chapter explores how a growth mindset fosters resilience, curiosity, and a willingness to embrace difficulties, driving individuals to tackle problems head-on and seek innovative solutions. It emphasizes that adopting a growth mindset unlocks an individual's potential, making them more open to new experiences, more adaptable in the face of change, and more determined in their pursuit of goals. The chapter goes beyond theoretical explanations by introducing the science of neuroplasticity, demonstrating that the brain has an extraordinary capacity to change and adapt in response to effort and learning. It explains how, with consistent practice and exposure to new challenges, the brain forms new neural connections that strengthen and expand our abilities over time. This scientific foundation validates the principles of a growth mindset, proving that our potential is not fixed but fluid. It provides examples of how embracing this mindset has helped individuals from various walks of life achieve extraordinary success, from athletes and entrepreneurs to artists and scientists. These stories illustrate that consistent effort and a belief in the ability to grow are more important than natural talent or initial ability. The chapter also dives into the internal dialogue that shapes these mindsets. Those with a fixed mindset often have inner narratives that discourage them from trying anything new or challenging, with thoughts like, "I'm just not good at this," or "I'll never be able to do that." In contrast, a growth mindset nurtures affirmations such as, "I can get better with practice," or "This is hard now, but I'll improve with time." By identifying and consciously reshaping these internal dialogues, individuals can begin to shift from a fixed to a growth mindset. Practical strategies for fostering a growth mindset are also outlined. These include reframing failures as learning experiences, celebrating effort and progress rather than just results, and maintaining a focus on personal development over comparison with others. The chapter emphasizes that shifting to a growth mindset requires self-awareness and deliberate practice. It suggests starting with small challenges that push boundaries, practicing patience with oneself, and seeking feedback from others as tools for growth. The chapter also addresses external influences, such as the role of supportive mentors and environments that encourage experimentation and learning. Furthermore, the chapter examines how these mindsets affect relationships, career paths, and personal fulfillment. In relationships, a fixed mindset might lead to avoiding difficult conversations or assuming that problems cannot be resolved, while a growth mindset encourages open communication and collaborative problem solving. In careers, a fixed mindset may limit someone to roles they feel comfortable in, while a growth mindset opens doors to new opportunities and continuous advancement. The chapter illustrates how these mental frameworks influence overall life satisfaction, showing that individuals with a growth mindset are not only more successful, but also more content, as they view life as a continuous journey of discovery and improvement. Ultimately, the chapter is a call to action, urging readers to critically examine their current mindset and take proactive steps toward fostering a growth-oriented approach. It reiterates that the way individuals perceive their abilities determines the effort they put into achieving their goals and the resilience they display in the face of setbacks. By adopting a growth mindset, readers are empowered to transcend self-imposed limitations, redefine their potential, and create a life that reflects their highest aspirations. Through detailed examples, scientific insights, and actionable strategies, the chapter provides a compelling framework for understanding and embracing the transformative power of a growth mindset. Chapter 3: Visualization and Affirmations. Chapter 3 goes deep into the transformative practices of visualization and affirmations, highlighting how these techniques can powerfully influence an individual's reality by altering their subconscious mind. It begins by describing visualization as the practice of mentally creating vivid, detailed images of desired outcomes. The technique involves imagining not just the end goal, but the entire journey toward it, incorporating emotions, sounds, and even physical sensations to make the experience as real and immersive as possible. When someone visualizes achieving a goal, their brain essentially starts to wire itself to support that outcome, activating areas that align with the behaviors, thoughts, and emotions necessary for success. Visualization is not just a simple daydreaming process. It is an intentional act of focusing the mind on a specific goal, creating mental clarity, and setting the intention for success. This practice enhances motivation, as the brain begins to associate the goal with positive emotions, and it improves performance by mentally rehearsing actions and overcoming obstacles before they even happen in reality. This process strengthens belief in one's capabilities, as the brain has already experienced the success mentally, making it easier to take action and move toward it in the physical world. The chapter explains how this technique is more than just wishful thinking, backed by scientific research that shows how the brain processes imagined actions similarly to actual ones. Through neuroplasticity, the brain reorganizes itself in response to repetitive thoughts and images, creating new neural pathways that make achieving the goal more attainable. As individuals visualize themselves reaching their objectives, they essentially train their brain to align their actions, decisions, and behaviors with their aspirations. Visualization also plays a critical role in developing resilience, as it allows individuals to mentally prepare for setbacks and challenges that may arise, reducing the emotional impact of these obstacles and making them easier to overcome when they appear in real life. Affirmations, the second powerful tool explored in the chapter, are described as concise, positive statements that are repeated regularly to reinforce self-belief and align the subconscious mind with one's goals. These affirmations are rooted in the present tense, meaning they are phrased as if the desired outcome has already occurred, creating a sense of immediacy and reality. The chapter explains how the subconscious mind absorbs and internalizes these affirmations, using them to replace any negative or limiting beliefs that may hold an individual back. When people repeat affirmations, they shift their internal dialogue, fostering a mindset of possibility and empowering them to take action toward their goals. It is not just the words that matter, but the emotions attached to them. Affirmations are most powerful when spoken with genuine belief, energy, and enthusiasm, as these emotions amplify the effect of the words and signal to the brain that the change is already happening. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of consistency in both visualization and affirmations. These practices are not one-time activities, but daily rituals that require repetition and emotional investment to be effective. Over time, with consistent practice, the neural pathways in the brain become reinforced, making positive thinking and behaviors automatic. It suggests setting aside time each day, ideally in the morning or before bed, to engage in focused visualization and affirmations, allowing these practices to become ingrained habits that guide one's thoughts and actions throughout the day. The chapter illustrates that by making these techniques part of a daily routine, individuals can gradually reprogram their subconscious mind to attract opportunities and take bold steps toward their dreams. Furthermore, the chapter highlights that visualization and affirmations work together synergistically. While visualization provides a clear mental image of success, affirmations support that image by reinforcing the belief that achieving it is not only possible but inevitable. They complement each other by aligning the mind's focus and strengthening the emotional energy behind the goal. Together, these practices create a powerful feedback loop where the individual's beliefs and behaviors align with their desired outcome, making it more likely to manifest in the real world. Real-world examples are presented to demonstrate the effectiveness of visualization and affirmations in achieving extraordinary success. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and performers who have used these techniques to improve their skills, manifest opportunities, and overcome personal challenges are showcased as evidence of their power. These examples show that success is not purely a matter of external circumstances, but of how one thinks, feels, and acts in relation to their goals. It explains that individuals who practice visualization and affirmations not only improve their performance, but also develop an inner sense of confidence and trust in their ability to handle whatever comes their way. The chapter also touches on the role of emotions in both visualization and affirmations. Emotional involvement is key to making these practices more effective, as emotions have a powerful impact on the subconscious mind. When individuals visualize themselves achieving their goals with strong, positive emotions attached, they create a more vivid and convincing mental image that the brain can latch onto. Similarly, when affirmations are spoken with emotion and belief, they resonate more deeply within the mind and lead to faster transformation. The emotional energy behind these practices is what truly makes them transformational, as it activates the brain's emotional centers and strengthens the neural pathways related to the goal. Additionally, the chapter advises on overcoming skepticism when starting these practices, as it is common for individuals to question their effectiveness, especially in the beginning. The chapter assures readers that the process of reprogramming the subconscious mind takes time, and results may not be immediately visible. However, by maintaining consistency, trust, and an open mind, the changes will gradually manifest. It reassures readers that even if they do not see immediate results, the cumulative effect of visualization and affirmations will eventually lead to significant personal growth and success. The chapter concludes by reinforcing that visualization and affirmations are tools of self-empowerment. They provide individuals with the ability to take control of their minds, shape their beliefs, and ultimately shape their reality. These techniques encourage individuals to take ownership of their destiny, as they create a mental environment conducive to success and fulfillment. By mastering these practices, anyone can rewire their thoughts, align their actions with their goals, and bring their dreams to life. The chapter leaves readers with the understanding that the power to change their lives lies within their own minds, and through visualization and affirmations, they can unlock their full potential and manifest the life they desire. Chapter 4: Overcoming Limiting Beliefs. Chapter 4 explores the critical process of recognizing and overcoming limiting beliefs, which are negative thought patterns that restrict an individual's potential and prevent them from achieving their desired outcomes. These beliefs often originate from early childhood experiences, societal influences, and past failures, shaping the way individuals perceive themselves and the world around them. They are not facts or truths, but are constructed over time from repetitive negative experiences or messages received from others. These beliefs can manifest in various forms, such as feelings of inadequacy, fear of failure, or the belief that certain achievements are unattainable. The chapter stresses that these limiting beliefs, though deeply rooted in the subconscious mind, have the power to shape behavior and influence decision-making, often keeping individuals stuck in situations that don't serve their growth or goals. It explains that when people hold on to these beliefs, they create a self-fulfilling prophecy, thinking they are incapable or unworthy of success. They often take actions that reflect these beliefs, such as avoiding challenges, self-sabotaging, or failing to pursue opportunities that could lead to personal growth. The chapter elaborates on the process of identifying limiting beliefs, which begins with a deep level of self-awareness. It encourages individuals to examine their thoughts and notice recurring patterns that signal the presence of negative beliefs, such as "I'm not smart enough" or "I can't be successful because of my background." Once these beliefs are recognized, the next step is to question their validity. The chapter suggests asking oneself, is this belief really true? Or what evidence do I have to support this belief? This inquiry is intended to challenge the automatic acceptance of limiting beliefs and open the door to new perspectives. The chapter explains that many limiting beliefs are based on distorted thinking or misinterpretations of past events. For instance, a person who failed at a previous business venture might believe they are incapable of succeeding in business again, despite the possibility of having gained valuable lessons from that experience. This kind of distorted thinking keeps individuals trapped in the past, preventing them from seeing opportunities for growth and success in the present and future. Once limiting beliefs are identified and questioned, the chapter introduces methods for replacing them with empowering beliefs that are more aligned with an individual's goals. One of the primary strategies discussed is reframing, which involves changing the way a person perceives a situation or belief. Instead of seeing failure as proof of incompetence, reframing allows an individual to view failure as a valuable learning opportunity that brings them closer to success. For example, instead of saying, "I failed, I'm not good enough," an individual could reframe the thought to, "I failed, but now I know what I can improve, and I'm one step closer to my goal." The chapter emphasizes that this shift in perception helps break the cycle of self-doubt and opens the individual to new possibilities, leading to more proactive behavior and a greater sense of self-efficacy. In addition to reframing, the chapter explores the importance of affirmations in overcoming limiting beliefs. It explains that by consciously repeating positive, empowering statements, individuals can reprogram their subconscious mind to believe in their abilities and worthiness. These affirmations should be present tense and rooted in self-belief, such as "I am capable of achieving my goals," "I am worthy of success," or "I have the skills and resources I need to thrive." When repeated consistently, affirmations can help replace the negative, limiting thoughts with positive, constructive beliefs that align with a person's aspirations. The chapter further underscores the power of emotional involvement in this process. Affirmations work best when spoken with genuine belief and feeling. The emotional energy behind the words amplifies their impact on the subconscious mind, making the new beliefs feel more real and believable. The chapter also highlights the role of self-compassion in overcoming limiting beliefs. Often, limiting beliefs are fueled by a fear of failure or past mistakes. Individuals who hold on to these beliefs may be overly critical of themselves, blaming themselves for their perceived shortcomings. The chapter stresses the importance of being kind to oneself and recognizing that mistakes are part of the learning process, not a reflection of personal inadequacy. It encourages individuals to practice self-forgiveness and to release any guilt or shame associated with past failures. By doing so, they create space for new, more empowering beliefs to take root. The chapter explains that self-compassion helps to break the cycle of negative self-talk and fosters a mindset of growth and resilience, where individuals are more willing to take risks, try new things, and persevere in the face of challenges. Another important aspect discussed in the chapter is the role of persistence in overcoming limiting beliefs. It emphasizes that changing deeply ingrained beliefs takes time and consistent effort. Overcoming limiting beliefs is not an overnight process, but a gradual transformation that requires daily commitment to self-awareness, self-reflection, and positive action. The chapter suggests setting aside time each day to practice new empowering beliefs through affirmations, visualization, and other mindset techniques. It also encourages individuals to surround themselves with supportive people who believe in their potential and to seek out resources, such as books or seminars, that reinforce empowering messages and strategies for personal growth. The chapter also explains how taking small, consistent actions aligned with new beliefs can accelerate the process of overcoming limiting beliefs. By stepping outside one's comfort zone and taking risks, individuals can prove to themselves that their limiting beliefs are not true. For example, someone who believes they are not good enough to start their own business can begin by taking small steps, such as researching the market, developing a business plan, or talking to potential customers. Each small success helps to dismantle the limiting belief and builds confidence, proving that the individual is capable of achieving what they once thought was impossible. In addition to personal actions, the chapter stresses the importance of seeking out new role models and mentors who have overcome similar limiting beliefs. By learning from others who have successfully transformed their mindsets and achieved their goals, individuals can gain inspiration and insight into how they can overcome their own limiting beliefs. The chapter suggests reading biographies, listening to podcasts, or attending seminars featuring people who have faced adversity and triumphed over limiting beliefs. These examples serve as powerful reminders that no one is defined by their past, and that with the right mindset, anyone can break free from self-imposed limitations. Lastly, the chapter concludes by emphasizing that overcoming limiting beliefs is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process of self-improvement. It encourages individuals to continuously challenge their beliefs, especially as they encounter new challenges or opportunities. The chapter reassures readers that as they progress on their journey, they will likely face new limiting beliefs, but they now have the tools to recognize them, question their validity, and replace them with empowering thoughts. Over time, this process leads to a profound shift in mindset, where individuals begin to see themselves as capable, worthy, and empowered to create the life they desire. By consistently applying these strategies, readers can break free from the constraints of limiting beliefs and unlock their full potential. Chapter 5. Taking action on your thoughts. Chapter 5 dives deeply into the fundamental concept of turning thoughts and desires into actual outcomes through deliberate action. It emphasizes that while cultivating a positive mindset, adopting empowering beliefs, and visualizing success are essential, they are not sufficient on their own to produce meaningful change. Thought alone does not create tangible results. It is the consistent action that brings those thoughts to life. The chapter stresses that taking proactive steps, however small, is the vital link between internal thoughts and external reality. It underscores the importance of not just wishing for success, but engaging in specific, intentional behaviors that align with one's goals. This is the core idea. That action is the ultimate manifestation of belief. The chapter explains that when individuals take consistent action toward their goals, they are actively shaping their future, proving to themselves and the world that their beliefs about success are valid and achievable. The chapter begins by emphasizing that action must be purposeful and connected to a clear vision or goal. Without a clear direction, action can be disorganized and ineffective. It suggests that individuals start by setting concrete, measurable goals, breaking them down into smaller, manageable tasks. This process creates a roadmap that guides actions, preventing overwhelm and confusion. By focusing on specific, incremental steps, individuals can maintain a sense of progress and direction, which is crucial for maintaining motivation. Additionally, the chapter stresses that goal setting should be both realistic and ambitious. It advises individuals to aim high. That ensures that their goals are grounded in reality, so they do not set themselves up for frustration and disappointment. Each step, no matter how small, is seen as a victory that moves them closer to their ultimate vision. An important aspect of the chapter is the focus on the emotional connection to action. Taking action is not just about doing tasks. It is about doing them with purpose and passion. The chapter explains that when individuals feel emotionally connected to their goals, they are more likely to take consistent action. The more an individual feels aligned with the purpose behind their actions, the more energized and motivated they become. The chapter illustrates that success is a result of not just doing things mechanically, but with the genuine intention of making progress. When people act with purpose, they begin to feel a sense of ownership over their goals, which propels them forward, even in the face of adversity. Another key idea presented is that action reinforces belief. The chapter discusses how taking even small actions can build confidence, reinforce new empowering beliefs, and reduce self-doubt. When individuals take steps toward their goals, it serves as evidence that their new mindset is working. It creates a positive feedback loop where each successful action taken reinforces the belief that success is possible, thereby motivating further action. The chapter elaborates on the idea that when people see the fruits of their labor, they start to internalize the fact that their thoughts and beliefs are influencing their outcomes. This new evidence strengthens their belief in their abilities, making them more likely to take more significant actions and continue striving for success. The chapter also highlights the importance of overcoming fear, procrastination, and perfectionism, which often paralyze action. It acknowledges that fear of failure or fear of making mistakes can prevent people from taking the first step, but it stresses that action must come despite these fears. By taking the initial step, individuals prove to themselves that their fears do not define their capabilities. The chapter suggests that instead of waiting for the perfect moment or waiting to feel ready, individuals should take action now with whatever resources or skills they have. It encourages a mindset shift where taking imperfect action is seen as a necessary part of the learning process. The chapter discusses how perfectionism often stalls progress because it creates an unattainable standard of how things should be. Instead, it advocates for embracing the idea that done is better than perfect. By taking imperfect action, individuals not only move forward, but also build resilience and adaptability. Additionally, the chapter stresses the importance of consistency in action. It explains that one of the most significant barriers to success is inconsistency. It's not enough to take action sporadically or only when motivation strikes. True progress comes from habitual, daily action. The chapter emphasizes the need for a routine and discipline in pursuing goals, even when external circumstances are challenging or when motivation wanes. By making action a daily habit, individuals create momentum, and this momentum makes it easier to continue progressing, even on tough days. The chapter highlights that taking action consistently, even when results are not immediately visible, is crucial because it compounds over time. This consistent effort is what leads to breakthroughs and long-term success. Moreover, the chapter explores how action creates clarity. Often, individuals may feel uncertain about what direction to take or whether their goals are even achievable. However, through action, clarity begins to emerge. By testing ideas, experimenting, and getting involved in tasks, individuals gain first-hand insights that help them refine their goals and adjust their approach. The chapter explains that sitting on the sidelines and contemplating indefinitely leads to stagnation, whereas taking action allows for learning and course correction. It provides examples of how taking action provides immediate feedback that helps people adjust their strategies, identify what works, and move closer to their desired outcomes. It emphasizes that clarity comes from doing, not just thinking. The chapter also discusses the role of setbacks and failure in the action process. It encourages individuals to embrace setbacks as part of the journey, not as signs of failure. When individuals face obstacles, the chapter advises them to reflect, learn from their mistakes, and adjust their approach accordingly. This concept of failing forward is critical to the process of taking action. Every failure is an opportunity to gain wisdom, refine strategies, and improve decision-making. The chapter explains that those who succeed are not the ones who avoid failure, but the ones who persist, learn, and grow from their challenges. It reinforces that action involves risk, but the risk of inaction is far greater, as it leads to stagnation and missed opportunities. The chapter also stresses that action is a continuous process. Success is not achieved by a single moment of action, but through sustained effort over time. It discusses how individuals must commit to taking action consistently, even after they experience initial successes, as long-term growth requires ongoing effort. The chapter encourages a long-term perspective, where individuals focus on the journey rather than just the destination. The success that comes from consistent action is not just about achieving external results, but also about personal transformation. The chapter emphasizes that through continuous action, individuals not only achieve their goals, but evolve into the person who naturally attracts success that is a byproduct of their disciplined, persistent action. Finally, the chapter concludes by re-emphasizing that thoughts without action are simply dreams, and it is only through action that dreams turn into reality. The chapter urges readers to stop waiting for the perfect moment, for motivation to strike, or for circumstances to align perfectly. Instead, it advocates for taking action now, even with imperfect plans or limited resources. Taking action, even in small doses, moves individuals closer to their goals, solidifies their new beliefs, and eventually results in the achievement of their desired outcomes. By committing to consistent, purposeful action, individuals gain control over their destiny and bring their visions to life. Chapter 6. Surrounding yourself with positivity. Chapter 6 explores in depth the profound impact that surrounding oneself with positivity can have on personal development, success, and overall well-being. It begins by emphasizing that the people we choose to interact with, the environments we immerse ourselves in, and the external stimuli we allow to influence us directly shape our mental state, emotions, and behaviors. The chapter introduces the concept of environmental influence, explaining how the surroundings we occupy, including physical, social, and digital spaces, have a powerful effect on our mindset. A negative environment, whether it's filled with pessimistic people, a lack of support, or even clutter, can create an overwhelming sense of negativity and doubt that stifles creativity and motivation. Such environments reinforce negative thinking patterns and make it difficult to envision success or take the necessary steps to reach one's goals. The chapter stresses that negativity, even in subtle forms, can create a cascade of destructive mental effects that eventually manifest in the real world, limiting one's progress and potential. In contrast, the chapter highlights the transformative power of positivity, noting that a supportive and uplifting environment helps to cultivate a mindset geared toward growth and achievement. The importance of being around individuals who are not just optimistic, but also aligned with one's values and ambitions cannot be overstated. Positive influences act as catalysts, challenging us to aim higher, work harder, and believe in our capabilities. When surrounded by people who encourage and celebrate success, the chapter explains, individuals are more likely to feel empowered to pursue their dreams. These individuals act as role models, mentors, and sources of inspiration, motivating us to overcome obstacles and continue pressing forward. The chapter draws attention to the concept of social contagion, which refers to the tendency of emotions and behaviors to spread from one person to another. Just as negativity can spread, positivity can also ripple through an environment, creating a community of people who inspire each other to perform at their best. The chapter also examines the importance of the digital and media environments we engage with. In today's world, we are constantly exposed to various forms of media, social media, news, entertainment, and content, many of which can have a negative influence on our thoughts. The chapter advises individuals to be mindful of the content they consume, suggesting that spending time with uplifting, inspiring, and educational materials can nourish the mind and encourage positive thinking. Whether it's listening to motivational podcasts, reading empowering books, or engaging with content that aligns with one's goals, this exposure can create a reinforcing cycle of optimism. This kind of content doesn't just motivate. It also provides valuable insights, practical advice, and new perspectives that can fuel growth and success. The chapter stresses that positivity in all its forms should be carefully curated, encouraging individuals to limit exposure to negativity. Whether it's the constant barrage of bad news or engaging in toxic online discussions that foster comparison and self-doubt. Another significant element discussed in the chapter is the internal dialogue, the voice inside our heads that often dictates how we feel about ourselves and the world. The chapter underscores the importance of cultivating positive self-talk as a key component in maintaining a positive mindset. It explains how our thoughts are directly connected to our actions and outcomes. If we constantly feed ourselves thoughts of inadequacy, fear, or doubt, it will be much harder to take action, pursue goals, or succeed. In contrast, when we practice affirmations, focus on our strengths, and celebrate our achievements, we reinforce a sense of self-worth and possibility. Positive self-talk is not just about empty encouragement, but about consciously shifting our thinking patterns to align with a growth mindset, one that believes in potential, sees challenges as opportunities, and treats setbacks as part of the learning process. The chapter explains that this internal shift in thought can be a game changer, as it transforms how we approach life's obstacles and encourages persistence in the face of adversity. The chapter also highlights the importance of physical surroundings in fostering positivity. It explains that our environment is a reflection of our mental state, and a cluttered or chaotic space can often mirror a disorganized or stressed mindset. Creating a positive physical environment is an essential part of fostering a mindset of success. The chapter suggests keeping our living and workspaces tidy, organized, and filled with items that inspire us, such as motivational quotes, images, or objects related to our goals. This kind of environment serves as a constant reminder of our aspirations and creates a space where focus and productivity can flourish. The chapter also discusses how the physical environment affects mental clarity and emotional well-being. A clean, organized, and aesthetically pleasing space can reduce stress, increase focus, and create a sense of tranquility, all of which are important for maintaining a positive mindset. The concept of social comparison is another critical point addressed in the chapter. The chapter acknowledges that in a world where everyone is connected through social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing our lives to others. Seeing others' successes or material achievements can sometimes lead to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, or doubt. The chapter emphasizes that while it's natural to compare, it's essential to do so in a healthy way. Instead of viewing someone else's success as a threat or a cause for self-criticism, it suggests using those examples as motivation. The key is to remember that each individual's journey is unique, and success comes at different times and in different forms. The chapter advises limiting exposure to social media or content that makes us feel inadequate, and suggests focusing instead on personal progress and celebrating our individual growth. By shifting the focus from comparison to personal growth, we can cultivate a mindset of gratitude and self-empowerment. The chapter also underscores the importance of nurturing relationships with individuals who support and encourage growth. These relationships are crucial because they provide not only emotional support, but also accountability and guidance. Surrounding oneself with people who have similar values and aspirations can create an environment that fosters mutual growth and progress. The chapter explains that these relationships don't just serve to provide encouragement, but also push us to strive for more, challenge us when we need it, and celebrate our victories with us. It emphasizes that positive relationships should be nurtured with care and respect, ensuring that they contribute to the well-being and success of everyone involved. The chapter expands on the role of community in building positivity. It stresses that humans are social beings, and being part of a positive, growth-oriented community can have a transformative effect on individual success. Whether it's a professional network, a group of friends, or a mentorship program, being surrounded by like-minded individuals creates a support system that can lift us when we're feeling down, help us stay focused on our goals, and offer guidance when we're unsure. The chapter explains that a strong community provides a sense of belonging, which is vital for maintaining mental health and motivation. This community of positive influences helps reinforce the mindset that success is possible and attainable, creating an empowering feedback loop of encouragement, support, and action. In closing, the chapter emphasizes that positivity is not just about avoiding negativity, but actively choosing to cultivate an environment of growth, support, and inspiration. By consciously surrounding ourselves with positive influences, whether people, environments, or media, we create an atmosphere conducive to achieving our goals and overcoming obstacles. The chapter reinforces the idea that positivity is a tool that requires active cultivation, and when we intentionally curate our surroundings, we create the foundation for a long-lasting success and fulfillment. It concludes with the reminder that our environment, both internal and external, shapes the trajectory of our lives, and we have the power to influence that environment in ways that promote personal and professional growth. Chapter 7. Building Resilience Through Challenges. Chapter 7 delves deeply into the profound and essential connection between resilience and facing challenges, arguing that adversity is an inevitable yet necessary part of the human experience. It begins by explaining that resilience isn't something we're born with, but rather a skill developed over time through repeated exposure to and overcoming of difficulties. The chapter stresses that resilience is not about avoiding challenges, but about facing them head-on and learning how to adapt, grow, and thrive in the process. This concept is central to the chapter's message. Without challenges, there is no real opportunity for growth. Challenges are depicted not as obstacles, but as catalysts for personal transformation, providing individuals with opportunities to learn, discover new strengths, and refine their skills. The chapter suggests that the discomfort of facing difficulties is an essential part of the process, as it pushes individuals out of their comfort zones and into new realms of potential. The chapter goes on to explore the idea that resilience is primarily a product of how individuals respond to challenges, not the challenges themselves. It explains that people who develop resilience tend to view adversity through a lens of opportunity, reframing setbacks as valuable lessons rather than failures. By embracing this mindset, they are better able to cope with stress, uncertainty, and hardship. It suggests that the key to resilience lies in emotional regulation. Those who are resilient are able to manage their emotions, even in the face of adversity, and maintain a sense of inner calm and focus. This allows them to think clearly, make informed decisions, and act in ways that keep them on track toward their goals. The chapter also emphasizes the role of persistence, arguing that resilience is not just about bouncing back from setbacks, but also about persisting in the face of ongoing challenges. Individuals who are resilient are not deterred by obstacles, but instead, they use each setback as an opportunity to strengthen their resolve and push forward with even greater determination. The chapter explains that resilience is built through a series of small, everyday challenges that test one's patience, adaptability, and problem-solving abilities. It highlights that individuals who actively seek out and face challenges, whether in their personal or professional lives, are better equipped to handle larger, more significant obstacles down the road. Overcoming even minor challenges gives people the confidence to take on bigger ones, and this accumulation of small victories helps to build the resilience needed for greater success. The chapter also touches on the importance of learning from failure. It emphasizes that failure is an inevitable part of life, but it's not the failure itself that determines success. It's the lessons learned and the adjustments made afterward that matter. Individuals who see failure as a teacher, rather than something to be feared, are more likely to persevere and succeed in the long term. They recognize that every setback is temporary and can be overcome with the right mindset and tools. The chapter also discusses the psychological benefits of developing resilience, explaining how individuals who are resilient tend to experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression because they view challenges as a normal part of life rather than as overwhelming threats. The ability to adapt to difficult situations and remain calm under pressure has significant mental health benefits, allowing individuals to maintain a more positive and balanced outlook on life. The chapter suggests that this psychological fortitude, when combined with problem-solving skills, results in a person who is not only able to survive challenges, but to thrive in the face of them. It explains that resilient people tend to focus on what they can control, rather than dwelling on what they can't, which helps them feel more empowered and capable. Further, the chapter explores the role of social support in building resilience. It stresses that individuals who are able to rely on a network of friends, family, or colleagues during difficult times tend to fare better in the face of challenges. Supportive relationships act as a buffer against stress, providing emotional reassurance and practical help. The chapter emphasizes that resilience is not solely an individual trait, but is often bolstered by the collective strength of those around us. This sense of community and connection can provide the encouragement needed to keep going when the going gets tough. In fact, the chapter argues that having a strong support system is one of the key components of resilience, as it helps individuals maintain perspective, stay motivated, and avoid becoming overwhelmed by negative emotions. The chapter also draws attention to the importance of self-awareness in building resilience. It explains that individuals who are able to understand their emotions, recognize their stress triggers, and identify their coping mechanisms are better equipped to handle challenges when they arise. Self-awareness allows people to step back from a difficult situation and assess it objectively, rather than reacting impulsively. This reflective approach helps them make more thoughtful decisions and take more effective action. The chapter suggests that self-reflection, whether through journaling, meditation, or simply taking time to think, is an important practice for strengthening resilience over time. The chapter further emphasizes the importance of a growth mindset in the development of resilience. It explains that people who believe that their abilities can be developed through effort and persistence are more likely to persevere in the face of difficulty. In contrast, those with a fixed mindset who believe that their abilities are predetermined and unchangeable are more likely to give up when faced with challenges. The chapter argues that by adopting a growth mindset, individuals can reframe challenges as opportunities for improvement rather than insurmountable obstacles. This shift in perspective is critical to building resilience, as it encourages individuals to keep pushing forward, even when progress seems slow or setbacks occur. The chapter also discusses the role of physical health in fostering resilience. It argues that maintaining good physical health through exercise, proper nutrition, and sufficient rest is crucial for building mental resilience. Physical well-being helps to reduce stress, improve mood, and increase energy levels, all of which contribute to an individual's ability to cope with challenges effectively. The chapter suggests that people who take care of their bodies are better equipped to face life's challenges with clarity and energy. It goes on to explain that self-care practices, including sleep, relaxation, and mindfulness, are not just luxuries, but essential components of resilience. Finally, the chapter concludes by emphasizing that building resilience is a lifelong process that requires consistent effort, perseverance, and a willingness to embrace challenges. It encourages individuals to approach life's difficulties with a mindset that views adversity as an opportunity to grow, rather than as a roadblock. The chapter underscores that resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties, but about developing the strength and mindset to face them with courage, flexibility, and a willingness to learn. Through this process, individuals become stronger, more adaptable, and better prepared for the inevitable challenges that life will continue to present. Chapter 8: Mindfulness and Gratitude. Chapter 8 delves deeply into the life-changing practices of mindfulness and gratitude, shedding light on how these two interconnected concepts can profoundly enhance our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Mindfulness is presented as the art of being fully aware and present in each moment, free from distractions and judgments. It emphasizes a conscious awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, which allows us to experience life more deeply and authentically. The chapter explains that mindfulness helps individuals break free from the cycle of overthinking and worrying about the past or future, which often leads to anxiety and stress. By training the mind to stay in the present moment, mindfulness enables individuals to respond to situations with calm and clarity, instead of reacting impulsively or being overwhelmed by emotions. This practice helps us become more aware of our automatic thought patterns and emotional responses, giving us the power to choose how we react to challenging circumstances. In addition, mindfulness has a strong connection to stress reduction. The chapter explains how focusing on the present moment reduces the body's stress response, promoting relaxation and overall health. It also highlights the benefits of mindfulness for emotional regulation, as it allows individuals to manage their emotions more effectively, leading to better mental health and improved coping skills. The chapter then shifts focus to the practice of gratitude, describing how regularly reflecting on and acknowledging the positive aspects of our lives can significantly improve our mental state. Gratitude is defined as the conscious acknowledgement of the good things we have, whether they are tangible or intangible. The practice of gratitude is shown to rewire the brain, encouraging a positive mindset and enhancing feelings of joy, contentment, and satisfaction. The chapter highlights scientific studies that demonstrate how regularly practicing gratitude increases the production of serotonin and dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitters in the brain, leading to an overall improvement in mood and a reduction in stress levels. It also explains that gratitude encourages a shift from scarcity to abundance thinking, helping individuals focus on what they have rather than what they lack. This mindset shift is essential for mental well-being, as it fosters a sense of fulfillment and reduces feelings of dissatisfaction. The chapter emphasizes that gratitude doesn't require monumental acts of appreciation. Even small moments of thankfulness for everyday experiences, such as a warm cup of tea or a friendly conversation, can have a profound effect on our mood and overall outlook on life. By consistently practicing gratitude, individuals can create a habit of focusing on the positive, which over time strengthens their emotional resilience and helps them cultivate a sense of inner peace. When mindfulness and gratitude are combined, their effects are even more powerful. The chapter explains how these practices work synergistically to enhance one another. Mindfulness allows us to fully experience and appreciate the present moment, while gratitude fosters an attitude of thankfulness for the beauty and blessings in that moment. By being mindful, we can recognize and savor the good things in our lives, which enhances our gratitude practice. Conversely, gratitude helps us stay focused on the positive aspects of life, which makes it easier to stay present and avoid getting lost in negative thoughts or distractions. The chapter goes on to explain that this combination of mindfulness and gratitude is particularly beneficial for our overall mental health. When we practice both regularly, we develop a mindset that is more resilient, adaptable, and content. The chapter illustrates how these practices can improve our relationships as well as they foster empathy, compassion, and a greater appreciation for the people around us. When we are mindful of others' needs and express gratitude for their contributions, we strengthen our connections and create more meaningful, positive interactions. The chapter also emphasizes how mindfulness and gratitude can support personal growth and self-improvement. Mindfulness helps us become more aware of our strengths and areas for growth, providing the clarity and insight needed to make positive changes. It allows us to break free from self-limiting beliefs and patterns, empowering us to live in alignment with our values and goals. Gratitude plays a key role in this process by reinforcing our sense of self-worth and promoting a positive self-image. When we regularly express gratitude for our efforts and achievements, no matter how small, we develop a stronger sense of self-appreciation, which boosts our confidence and motivation to keep growing. The chapter also highlights that these practices can help us let go of perfectionism, as they encourage us to accept ourselves as we are and appreciate the progress we've made, rather than focusing on what we still need to achieve. The chapter addresses the tangible benefits of mindfulness and gratitude on physical health. It explains how mindfulness reduces stress, which is a major contributor to a wide range of health issues, such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and sleep disturbances. By practicing mindfulness regularly, individuals can lower their stress levels, which in turn promotes better physical health. The chapter also explains how gratitude has similar benefits for physical health, as studies have shown that people who practice gratitude experience fewer physical ailments, improved immune function, and better sleep quality. Gratitude enhances well-being by promoting a positive emotional state, which has a direct impact on the body's overall health. The chapter emphasizes that these practices are not just mental exercises, but physical practices that contribute to a more balanced, healthy life. In terms of application, the chapter offers practical tips for integrating mindfulness and gratitude into daily life. It suggests simple mindfulness techniques, such as deep breathing, meditation, and body scans, which help individuals stay grounded in the present moment and reduce stress. The chapter also provides strategies for incorporating gratitude into daily routines, such as keeping a gratitude journal, where individuals can write down 3 things they are grateful for each day. This simple practice is shown to have a powerful impact on overall happiness and well-being. The chapter stresses that consistency is key. By making mindfulness and gratitude a part of our daily lives, we can begin to shift our mindset and develop lasting positive habits. The chapter also discusses the role of mindfulness and gratitude in fostering a sense of purpose and meaning in life. It explains how these practices encourage individuals to reflect on what truly matters to them and align their actions with their core values. Mindfulness helps individuals clarify their goals and priorities, while gratitude reinforces a sense of appreciation for the opportunities and experiences that come their way. Together, these practices encourage a deeper connection to life's greater purpose, whether that is through work, relationships, or personal growth. By embracing mindfulness and gratitude, individuals can experience greater fulfillment and a sense of meaning in their everyday lives. The chapter also explores how mindfulness and gratitude support emotional healing. It explains that both practices provide a sense of emotional safety and stability, helping individuals process and release negative emotions like fear, anger, and regret. Mindfulness allows individuals to observe their emotions without judgment, which helps them better understand and manage their feelings. Gratitude, on the other hand, fosters emotional healing by promoting positive emotions and shifting focus away from emotional wounds. The chapter explains how combining these practices can accelerate emotional recovery and foster a greater sense of emotional well-being, which is essential for living a balanced, healthy life. Finally, the chapter concludes by reinforcing the idea that mindfulness and gratitude are not just fleeting practices, but lifelong habits that lead to lasting positive change. It encourages readers to embrace these practices as tools for personal transformation, helping them create a life filled with greater joy, peace, and fulfillment. By consistently practicing mindfulness and gratitude, individuals can unlock their full potential and experience a deeper, more meaningful connection to themselves and the world around them. The chapter stresses that through the regular practice of mindfulness and gratitude, individuals can transform only their mental and emotional well-being, but their entire approach to life. Conclusion. The conclusion of the book brings together all of the themes, lessons, and insights discussed throughout its chapters, offering a final, empowering perspective on the profound impact that our thoughts have on shaping our reality. It stresses that the thoughts we consistently entertain and believe in are the fundamental building blocks of the life we create. And by changing these thoughts, we can change our experiences. The conclusion reinforces that the mind is a powerful tool, capable of creating either limiting beliefs or infinite possibilities. It encourages readers to take full responsibility for their thoughts, as the quality of their thoughts determines the quality of their lives. By adopting a mindset of possibility, growth, and resilience, readers can begin to reprogram their thinking patterns to align with their highest goals and aspirations. The book closes by emphasizing that the journey toward personal transformation and success begins with an awareness of the power of the mind and the willingness to shift one's thinking. At the heart of the conclusion is the idea that positive thoughts alone are not enough to create lasting change. While visualization, affirmation, and a growth-oriented mindset are crucial for success, they must be backed by purposeful, decisive action. The conclusion urges readers to take action, to move beyond mere thought and into the realm of execution. It teaches that actions aligned with positive thinking lead to tangible results, and without action, even the most optimistic thoughts remain abstract and unrealized. The book stresses that the gap between where one is and where one wants to be can only be bridged through consistent, focused effort. The reader is urged to break free from the trap of overthinking or waiting for the perfect moment and instead begin acting now. No matter how small the steps, the action taken should be intentional, guided by the mindset cultivated earlier in the book, and it is through this continuous effort that true transformation takes place. Another core message in the conclusion is the importance of resilience in the face of obstacles. The book acknowledges that no journey toward success is without setbacks, challenges, or failures. However, it reframes challenges as opportunities for growth, learning, and self-improvement. The conclusion stresses that failure is not an end, but rather a lesson that moves us closer to success. Resilience is defined not as an innate quality, but as a skill that can be developed through consistent practice, reflection, and determination. It encourages readers to view difficulties as stepping stones, teaching that setbacks should not cause despair or halt progress, but instead should fuel further commitment to personal growth. The reader is reminded that perseverance is key, and that those who continue forward despite obstacles are the ones who ultimately succeed. Resilience is also about maintaining a positive and constructive mindset in the face of adversity, believing that every challenge is a necessary part of the process of achieving greatness. The conclusion emphasizes that personal growth is a continual journey, not a destination. It acknowledges that change takes time, and that immediate results may not always be visible. It reminds readers that the process of developing a success-oriented mindset and transforming one's life requires patience and persistence. The book makes it clear that the road to success is not linear, and there may be periods of doubt, uncertainty, or even regression. However, the key is to stay committed, to keep the vision alive, and to continue taking small, consistent steps. The conclusion calls for a long-term perspective, urging readers to focus on the process rather than obsessing over immediate outcomes. It reminds readers that true growth happens incrementally, and that each effort, no matter how small, is a building block in the larger picture of success. Furthermore, the conclusion reaffirms the critical role of gratitude and mindfulness in the pursuit of personal transformation. It highlights that cultivating gratitude fosters a mindset of abundance, allowing individuals to appreciate what they have while striving for what they desire. The practice of gratitude shifts focus away from feelings of lack, fostering contentment and joy in the present moment, which then propels the individual toward future success. Mindfulness, on the other hand, ensures that individuals remain grounded in the present, enabling them to make decisions and take actions from a place of clarity and awareness. The combination of gratitude and mindfulness helps individuals stay centered, regardless of external circumstances, and promotes emotional resilience in the face of challenges. The conclusion reiterates that by consistently practicing mindfulness and gratitude, individuals can create a foundation of peace and happiness that supports all other efforts in their journey toward success. The conclusion also ties together the importance of belief in oneself and one's abilities. It stresses that a key factor in achieving success is the belief that success is possible, and that one is worthy of achieving it. It encourages readers to challenge any limiting beliefs they may have and to replace them with empowering thoughts that affirm their ability to succeed. The book suggests that by building self-confidence through positive self-talk, affirmation, and visualization, individuals can overcome the self-doubt and fears that often hold them back from pursuing their dreams. The conclusion encourages readers to trust in their potential and to believe that they have everything they need within them to achieve their goals. It underscores the importance of self-compassion, as people are often their own harshest critics, and being kind to oneself is essential for building a healthy, successful mindset. One of the final takeaways in the conclusion is the importance of creating a supportive environment. While individual effort is crucial, the book highlights the significant role that the people we surround ourselves with play in shaping our success. The conclusion emphasizes that positive, like-minded individuals who uplift and inspire are an essential part of the journey. It advises readers to distance themselves from toxic influences or individuals who undermine their goals, and to seek out those who will encourage their growth and celebrate their successes. The chapter suggests that the collective energy of a supportive community or network can help individuals stay motivated and accountable, and it encourages readers to actively seek out and nurture relationships that contribute to their personal development. The conclusion also offers a reminder that success is not just about achieving material goals or external recognition. It emphasizes that true success is about inner fulfillment, self-actualization, and living in alignment with one's deepest values and purpose. The book stresses that success is a holistic experience that includes emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. It invites readers to define success for themselves, free from societal pressures or superficial markers of achievement, and to align their goals with what truly matters to them. The conclusion teaches that the ultimate goal is not just to achieve success, but to live a meaningful, fulfilling life that reflects one's authentic self. Finally, the book concludes with an inspiring call to action, urging readers to fully embrace their potential and take control of their thoughts, beliefs, and actions. It encourages readers to start today, to believe in their ability to change, and to take the first step toward creating the life they desire. The book ends on a note of empowerment, with the reminder that the journey to success is not about perfection, but progress. By cultivating a positive mindset, taking action, and practicing resilience, mindfulness, and gratitude, readers can transform their lives and achieve their fullest potential.